Let's go live. Live. Hey, it's Dave from Big D's Collectibles, and welcome to this week's Hot 10 Breakpoints. All right, at number 10 this week, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 50. This is the first appearance of the Kingpin, who was one of Spider-Man's big villains until Frank Miller came and stole him for Daredevil. This is also the Spider-Man No More story, where Peter Parker quits being Spider-Man for a little bit. And great cover by the late, great John Romita. Breakpoint this week is an 8.5 at 25.5% below the trend line, about $2,800. It's going to set you back.
9.
Number 9 this week is Avengers number 4. This is the Silver Age revival and the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America in the modern era. He'd been frozen since the 40s, and he was just reintroduced here at this time. Breakpoint for this issue is a 7.5 at 22.2% below the trend line. It's going to set you back about $2,450.
8.
Number 8 this week is Captain America 117. Why is that like that? It's the first appearance of the Falcon, Sam Wilson, who is out in theaters this week with Captain America New World Order. I actually haven't shaken loose and gone and seen it yet. I've heard mixed reviews, both positive and negative. I'm going to see for myself. I probably won't do a review on it. But this is the first issue with him in it. Breakpoint here, look at this. Very interesting. Right over at that 9.0 area. Big jump from the trend line there at 29.1%. Only $875 for a real nice copy of this guy. I may have to look into that.
7.
Number 7 this week is Fantastic Four Annual number 6, the first appearances of Annihilus and Franklin Richards. I think this is hot this week because with the Fantastic Four trailer coming out, people are hypothesizing that Sue is pregnant with probably Franklin. So that's why this is on the hot list this week. He is one of the most powerful mutants ever, from what I understand. I quit reading Fantastic Four back in the 90s and just got into the North Run. I haven't seen him yet. I'm only on issue 5, so we'll see if he comes around. But Breakpoint here, you get a deal pretty much anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9.2-ish. But the absolute breakpoint is 8.5, 17.5% below the trend at $550. Glad I waited.
6.
Number 6 this week, Amazing Spider-Man number 252. First appearance of the black costume, which later becomes Venom. Mentioned this last week. This, I think, of the books that vie for this first black suit, this is the one I think you should get. Classic cover. It's really the first one that came out, although there's some debate about what was the second and all that stuff. But this is the book to get, folks. And this book this week also illustrates why I love 9.4s. You get a very high grade book, and it's usually right around that breakpoint. Right here, where it's 16.7% below the trend line. You can see it just kind of jutting out right there. So that is the best deal of the week and illustrates, like I said, the trend of 9.4s being really good.
5.
All right, we got Fantastic Four number 13. This is the first appearance of the Red Ghost, and again, because of that Fantastic Four trailer, I think everybody thinks John Malkovich is going to be the Red Ghost. If he is, I really can't see them use
4.
Fantastic Four number 50. This is the conclusion of the original Galactus trilogy. It's the first cover with the Silver Surfer. It's got a really odd brown background to it and floating heads, but it's still an okay cover. Not my favorite of the three. I really love Fantastic Four 49, and spoiler alert, that's coming up here pretty quick. But this was the issue that kind of solidified Galactus and Silver Surfer as being some of the most iconic cosmic characters. Apparently, this was actually Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's favorite story arc they worked on together.
2,
Back on the list this week at number 2 is Fantastic Four number 49. This is the first full appearance of Galactus, second appearance of the Silver Surfer, first cover for them both. Fantastic cover. I said last week I think it's one of my top 5 favorite covers of all time, but then again, I really dig the Fantastic Four number 244 back there too, so maybe my taste is all in my mouth. But this is the middle book of the Galactus trilogy, and originally, apparently Jack Kirby designed him without a helmet, and then just thought he looked too weird, so that's where he got the big helmet. Pretty cool book. Oh, Breakpoint here, 5.5 is 13.3% below the average, and also a really good Breakpoint at 6.5 there. It's about 13.3% below, so 5.5 or 6.5 for this guy.
1,
And number 1 this week is Amazing Spider-Man number 129, first appearance of the Punisher. Great book. Breakpoint here this week's at the 8.5, about 13.3% below that trend line. You can see the dip there. Still going to set you back right around $2,000 for an 8.5. Not a bad deal. Maybe not the time to get it again with the FOMO, but if you got to have it, look around that 8.5. You can also get a deal around a 9.0, but it really starts screaming up once you get above it, like a 9.2. Punisher was originally just kind of a hunter, almost like a Craven type character, but he became so popular so quick that they turned him into an anti-hero, and the rest is history. Coming soon, well, we got 2 weeks until Daredevil Born Again, and he's definitely in it, so that's why this book is hot. Alright, so that's it for the Hot 10 Breakpoints this week. We will come back again next week, and starting at the end of the month, I'm going to try something new. Right now, this series is for FOMO, trying to find the best deals if you got to have the book now, but I'm going to start going through the Go Collect Top 100 and figure out which books have fallen the most during the month and give you a look at those. So I will see you twice next week.